Hey Secondary 1 Math Prodigy, this is Coach Saiful with your daily dose of math mastery, and today we're going to go into question number 4 of your assessment paper number 5. And today's question is something which we all love, which is number sequences. Okay, so let's take a look at this pattern. It's actually pretty simple. Okay, so it says for the first bracket is 1, 2, 3, 4. For the second bracket is 5, 6, 7, 8. For the third bracket is 9, 10, 11, 12. And for the n bracket is P, Q, R, S. So they say calculate P, Q, R, and S when n equals to 15. So let's take a look at the pattern first. Okay, I'm going to draw a pattern for you. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 is for the first one. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just take these two first. Is the same as second one. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one also. 9, 10, 11, and 12 is the same for the third bracket. Okay, in this case, what we notice is that they always come in fours. Can you see it comes in fours? So 1 times 4, I'm going to write this down for you. 1 times 4 is always the last number, correct? 1 times 4, 2 times 4, why is this in red? 3 times 4, why is it in black? Okay, hold on. Oh, here we go. 3 times 4, 2 times 4, 1 times 4. So that's the last number. So if n is equals to 15, as they ask you, right, in this case, what is the last number? The last number is equals to 15 times 4, which could give you, what? 60. Therefore, PQRS is actually equals to, last number is 60. After that is, before that is what? 59, 58, 57. Therefore, P, Q, R, and S. Very simple. If you got that one right, high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. And for question number part B, for question part B, they ask you to solve n. Okay, so find the term for n in terms of what? In terms of express P in terms of n. So express the first term in terms of n. Now that's going to be a little challenging. So let's take a look at the first one here. I'm going to use a different color pen, so it becomes a bit more simpler to see. So the first one, they want you to find out only the first one, okay? The first one over here. So the first one is maybe it could be 1 times 5, I don't know. Okay. Second one could be 1 times 5, 2 times 5, so 2 times 5 is 10, so that's no. It's actually 2 times 5 minus 5. The third one is 3 times 5, could be 15 minus what? Minus 6, correct? So are we seeing a pattern? 1 times 5 minus, why did I times 5? Oh yeah, because, okay, let me explain to you. Why did I times 5 is because I wanted to make sure that the last number over here is always the same. That's how I derived it from here. 2 times 5, something like that. Okay, so 1 times 5 minus 4. So I began to see the patterns this way. I don't know how you're going to achieve it, but if you see a different pattern, good for you. So what I noticed was actually 5n. So I got 5n minus 4 minus 5 minus 6. What I don't see is the pattern over here. Okay, but if you can take a look at it closely, 4 is actually equals to 1 plus 3. Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think it's 1 plus 3, which is n plus 3. So that equals to 1 plus 3. Okay, this equals to 2 plus 3. And this equals to 3 plus 3. Okay, and by the way, this is after taking a look at this pattern for quite a long time. Okay, I didn't have it immediately in my head. I had to speed it up in this process. So in this case, actually equals to 5n minus what? N plus 3. Let's try this out. Does it work? Let's try for 3. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 minus 3 plus 3 is 6, gives you 4. Gives you 9, correct. 5 times 2, 10 minus 2 plus 3 minus 6. Minus 5 gives you 5, correct. 5 times 1 is 5, minus 1 plus 3 is 4, therefore same, is also correct. So from here we just simply have to reduce it to make it simpler. It becomes 5n minus 3 becomes 4n minus 3, and that is the final answer. So that's it. Okay, so how did I get to this 1 times 5? I think you have a question about this, right? So I think how I did it was I was thinking to myself, okay, the first number is always 5 on this side. Therefore, 1 times 5 is going to give you something minus 4, because that's how I got 1. To get 1 lah, to get 1 here, to get 5 here, and to get 9 here. It's basically a process of trial and error. Okay, my brilliance is simply awesome. I'm just kidding. Okay, so you have to get to yourself. You have to get that part by yourself. It's a lot of logical thinking. And remember, what you focus on expands. I'm gonna wake up here and tell you what you focus on expands. Why? It just does. Another way of saying it is what you resist persists. Okay, for example, if you're in an exam and you keep saying, I don't want to fail, guess what? You're gonna be anxious, you're gonna be nervous, and you're gonna be scared, and then you can't think right. And when you can't think right, you can't do it. You get too nervous that you just simply can't do the question, even though you have already studied. So that is why I say what you resist persists. Instead of doing that, why don't you just start focusing on, hey, this is not an important exam. Forget about all the failures in the past. Yeah, don't focus on the failures in the past. Just focus on the present, on the now, and then start doing the questions based on the now, because your future can be totally changed if you change your results in the now. So focus on the now. Make sure you focus on the questions. Give your full concentration. Don't block it out. Don't block out your memories with all those failures. Just focus on what you want. Maybe an 75, maybe an 80. Focus on what you want and try your best on how to achieve it on the exam day. So basically that's it. Try to remember everything you've learned in your practice sessions and everything, and then I promise you, you will get an A1. All right. With that, this is Coach Saiful signing off, saying you are a math prodigy. Good job.